So Jona Goldrich, you are a major philanthropist and a stalwart of our community and also in Israel and internationally. And I wonder, who was the greatest influence in your early life?
My greatest influence was my father that didn't survive. He was my greatest influence. He gave me instructions that if God forbid he doesn't join us, him and my mother don't join us, that I should never let anybody in the world feel sorry for me.
He was about 13 and a half, maybe 14. His parents said, we need to leave, and he went with his younger brother and a guide who took him through the forest, and his parents said goodbye and we'll see you in a couple weeks. And they left and they walked through the forest from Poland to Hungary. When they got to Hungary, and he said, now I've done my job, and basically left them. And my father and his younger brother were left to survive on their own. And his parents were supposed to meet him, and they never came.
My father said, the only thing they cannot take away from you is what you got in your head, unless they kill you. He wanted us to have a high education.
He believes education is very important, but specifically the education about the Holocaust, because he wants to make people aware that it should never, ever happen again.
It's to teach young people about the Holocaust, about the biggest cadaver that has killed 1/3 of the whole Jewish population in the world. Out of them were 2 million children that were less than 15 years old. It's very important for us to teach young people that thing doesn't happen again. Maybe this time it wouldn't happen to Jews, but it might happen to other minorities.
Parents never came. He lived in multiple orphanages and moved around and got shuffled around, and eventually he got to Palestine.
I was in charge at a young age bringing immigrants to Palestine before Israel was a state, because I spoke many languages, which I still do. Polish, Russian, German, Yiddish, and a little bit of English. I came to Israel, to Palestine before Israel was a state. And I fought at the liberation of the state of Israel. I even had a bullet in my hand.
He lost everything in the Holocaust except his one surviving younger brother. And he came to the United States with nothing. Came to the US, he always says, with $50 and like a bus ticket.
My dream in the beginning was to make enough money as a young fellow to go back to Israel and sit around the beach there and play cards and look for girls.
And what interrupted that dream?
I became too involved in the business, and I became active in the Jewish community, and I thought I'll do a better job serving the Jewish community and be an example to other people that how important it is to support the state of Israel.
If someone came to you for advice on how to be successful in business, what would you tell them?
It's mainly hard work, education, and don't be a big spender for yourself.
And if someone came to you and asked you how to become an important philanthropist, what would you tell them?
They got to pay what I call the Jewish tax. The Jewish tax is giving money to Israel or to Jewish things here. I help the Beit Shuvah because it's a good thing, not only for Jews, for everybody. They help people that are on drugs.
My dad gives to all different kinds of philanthropic causes. He gives to Tel Aviv University. He helped sponsor and build the Goldrich Family Sports Center.
If you could offer one piece of advice to your children and grandchildren, what would it be?
How important it is that we have the state of Israel, because if we wouldn't have the state of Israel, we would be ashamed to be Jews.
My dad always wants us to continue to give to Jewish causes. The most important thing is to give to a Jewish cause. And he once said to me, please don't give to the Ku Klux Klan. And I looked at him and I'm like, really? So my sister and I will continue in supporting what he believes in and giving to Jewish causes.